Hi, I'm Mrs. C, and this is Math Defined. In this video, I will show you the steps to use when solving long division problems with single-digit divisors. The first division problem here is 483 divided by 3. Sometimes when people see the division problem written like this, they are not sure how to rewrite it as a long division problem. It can be confusing to know which number goes where in the long division box below. To answer this question, we need to look at the parts of this expression. The first number here of 483 is called the dividend. The dividend is that something that is being divided up, like maybe you have $483 that you want to divide up equally. Dividends are always placed inside the long division box. The next number of 3 is called the divisor. The divisor is the number of equal groups that you want to divide the dividend into. So going back to that $483, maybe you want to divide that money into 3 equal groups. Divisors are always placed outside the long division box. Then, of course, we need an answer. How much money will be in each of these 3 groups? The answer to any division problem is called the quotient. Quotients are always written on top of the long division box. Now let's complete this long division problem and find out exactly how much money will be in each of those 3 groups. The steps you need to follow are here at the top. The first step is to divide. This means that you will need to look at the first digit in the dividend, which in this problem is a 4. With the divisor being a 3, you will need to determine how many times 3 can be divided into 4, and that would be just 1 time. So you will place that 1 up into the quotient. You need to be careful here to line up your digits in your quotient with the digits in the dividend like I have done here. The next step is to multiply. You will multiply the 1 in the quotient with the divisor of 3, and 1 times 3 is 3. You will write this 3 directly underneath the 4 in the dividend. Now you subtract. You will subtract 4 minus 3, which is 1. Now you want to be careful here to make sure that your answer after you subtracted is less than your divisor. If it's not, then you've made a mistake either in dividing or subtracting. So here, since 1 is less than our divisor of 3, you are ready to move on to the next step, which is to bring down. You will bring down the next digit in the dividend, which is 8, and then you repeat the steps again. After bringing down the 8, the number that you will need to divide into is 18. So you are going to divide 3 into 18, and 3 goes into 18 6 times. You will place the 6 in the quotient, being careful to line up the digits. Then you will multiply 6 times 3, which is 18. Now you are ready to subtract. And 18 minus 18 is 0. Now, at this point, you might think that you are done because you have a 0 remainder, but you are not done. You still have a digit left up in the dividend that needs to be brought down. So you will need to bring down that next digit of 3, and then you will repeat the steps again. Now you have the number 3. We will divide first. 3 goes into 3 1 time. Place that 1 up in the quotient, again making sure that you have lined up the digits. Next you will multiply. 1 times 3 is 3. And now you can subtract. And 3 minus 3 is 0. This time you are done, but not because you have a 0 remainder, but rather because you don't have any more digits left to bring down from the dividend. So the quotient to this problem is 161. And if you think of this problem in terms of the dividend being that $483 being split equally into 3 groups, then each group would get $161. If you're liking this video content so far, share it with a friend and give it the thumbs up, letting other viewers like you know that you like it. If this is your first time viewing my channel, this channel is dedicated to helping people just like you understand math. So you'll want to click that subscribe button along with the notification bell, letting you know when I post new videos. Showing your support really does make a huge difference for the channel. And if you're a returning viewer of my channel, thank you. Now let's take a look at this long division problem. Looking at the dividend, I can already see that 5 will not go into 2,346 evenly, so I will have a remainder at the end. But don't worry, I'll show you what to do when this happens. Let's follow the steps above again to solve this problem. So first you will divide the divisor of 5 into the first digit of the dividend, which is 2. However, since 5 is greater than 2, you will not be able to divide 5 into it. So you will need to look at the second digit in the dividend. Doing this gives you the number 23, which is greater than 5. So you will be able to divide 5 into 23. And 5 goes into 23 4 times. Then you multiply 4 times 5 to get 20. Now you can subtract. 23 minus 20 is 3. Then you bring down the next digit of 4 and repeat the process again. 5 goes into 34 6 times. Then you multiply 6 times 5 to get 30. Next you will subtract. 34 minus 30 is 4. And you have one more digit to bring down, which is 6. And we'll repeat those steps one more time. 5 goes into 46 9 times. 9 times 5 is 45. Next you will subtract. 46 minus 45 is 1. And even though you have this remainder of 1, you are done with the long division process because you do not have any more digits from the dividend to bring down. When you have a remainder, there are 3 ways that you can write it in your final answer. The first way is just to write the letter R with the remainder of 1 next to it. The quotient written this way is 469 with a remainder of 1. The second way to write the remainder is to write it as a fraction. To do this, you bring over the whole number of 469. The remainder of 1 will be the numerator of the fraction, and the denominator will be the divisor, which in this problem is 5. So your final answer or quotient is a mixed number of 469 and 1/5. The third way is to write your answer as a decimal number. To do this, you will still bring over the whole number of 469, but then you will divide the remainder of 1 by 5 to get 0.2. And your quotient written this way would be 469.2. If you need more practice with changing a fraction into a decimal number, be sure to check out my video about converting fractions to decimals. I have placed a link to this video in the description below. I hope this video gave you a better understanding of how to divide a whole number by a single-digit divisor. You can check out more of my math videos at Math Defined. And until next time, thank you so much for watching.